Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Windbound on the PS4. The game is also available on Nintendo, Xbox, Google and Windows. Windbound is a survival crafting adventure game developed by 5 Live Studios. You play as a shipwrecked character with your main task being to survive, gather resources, craft items and build a boat. So what's it like to play? Well, you can choose between adventure, survival or endless mode. Adventure is the way to go as the others penalise you with lost resources, boats and add an unnecessary time drain on proceedings. The core gameplay revolves around gathering up resources from grass, wood, bamboo and clay. These resources can then be crafted into items and tools. The more you gather, the better items you can craft. But this system has one fatal flaw: inventory size. The game does itself no favours at all with a ridiculously small inventory. Yes, you can expand it, but even then it still hinders potential enjoyment to a massive degree. Part of me feels like they made the inventory so small as to add playtime to the game, but it's really not a move that works well. Crafting tools and weapons will help you as you explore the varied islands, but even that process fast becomes tiresome, as does the necessity to have to eat to replenish your stamina. The other main element of Windbound is building your boat. In order to get around, you'll need one because your stamina won't allow you to swim from one island to another. But building this boat is flawed also, as parts don't always attach where you want them. This means that you'll have to dismantle various parts, and again, you won't have inventory space for most of that resources. So they'll just sit there, then drift off into the sea as you wonder why you're even playing this game in the first place. The actual process of sailing though, that I did like, as you have to use the wind with your sails to get around. It can be tricky, but it's actually quite satisfying when you get to grips with it. Combat is featured with range and melee options, but it isn't really that much fun or a part of the game that I think most people would want to explore. General progression sees you go to an island, push a button, repeat this 2 more times at a different island, then go to another island to end the chapter, and repeat. It's possibly one of the dullest core gameplay loops I think I've ever encountered, and for all the potential, Windbound ultimately fails to deliver a compelling gameplay experience. Graphically, it's a gorgeous game with bright and colourful pastel shaded locations to explore. There's also a very nice photo mode, and I have to say I probably enjoyed taking photos here more than the actual game. The sound is also very nice indeed, and aesthetically it's not a game that I can find any fault with. Okay, good and bad points. Good points, the graphics and sound are wonderful, sailing is a good challenge and the photo mode is very good. Bad points, the gameplay loop is dull and tedious, inventory space is unbelievably small, the chapters are quite uninspired to play through, combat is underwhelming, and the boat building system is glitch ridden and not fit for purpose. Okay, verdict, Windbound. It's a game that looks like a lot of fun. The colourful visual style, the beautiful music and the tranquility of sailing on the open seas. Sadly, the reality is a vastly different experience. Core gameplay is uninteresting, monotonous and poorly thought out. The resource gathering loops are a grind. The crafting system, it's okay, but the amount of resources that you can carry is quite frankly pitiful. Building a boat is a massive chore with a glitchy system, and it's ultimately a game that fails to grab or hold your attention for long. People probably bought this thinking this is a classic adventure game, but it's actually a below par survival game. The only part I really enjoyed was the photo mode and a bit of sailing. Other than that, it's really not something that I would recommend. So scoring, I would give Windbound 5 out of 10. Okay, that's the review. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, click the bell, visit the Patreon, etc. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.